Sankachakra Gadapane Dwaraka Nilayachyuta Govinda Pundarikaksha Rakshamam Sharanagatam. It is known in the story of Mahabharata that Draupadi was brought to the Sabha, to the court, after she was lost by Yudhishthira. At that time, we all know the story of how she was tortured by Dusasana and Duryodhana and the other Kauravas. At that time, without any other without any other help, any other way, she raises up her hands. She quits fighting and she says, Sanka Chakra Gada Pane, he who has Sanka and Chakra in his two hands. Dwaraka Nilayachyuta, he who lives in Dwaraka, that Achyuta. Achyuta means the infallible one. He has no flaws. Whatever he does will always be correct. Govinda Pundarikaksha. Govinda, the Lord that is going to protect us. He protects the cows. So of course, he'll also protect us. Govinda Pundarikaksha. Pundarikaksha refers to he who has the Tamare Utta Kangal. Sandoga Talaivane. Tamare Kanna. He who has the lotus-like eyes. Eyes that are like the lotus. Sandoga Talaivane. Tamare Kanna. Shankachakra Gadapane. Dwaraka Nilayachyuta. Govinda Pundarikaksha. Pundarikaksha. Rakshamam Sharanagatam. You are the one that is to protect me. That's what Draupadi says in this shloka. It is the same concept that Andal and all of the Aivars bring throughout their works. It is the fact that he is always there to protect us. If anybody is to protect us, it is he who has that jnana and shakti, prapti, purti. I gave the 4 qualities and I've given example stories for that as well. If somebody is to protect you, they must have that jnana. If you were to cheat off of somebody on the exam, that person should also know the subject matter. If they are going to fail, then you will also fail if you cheat off of them. Jnanam. Shakti. They have to have the protection, the ability to protect you. The Lord has to have the power. You see that clearly with the watchmen in India. They are usually frail old grandfathers. They do not have the ability to protect even themselves. All they can do is watch as you get abducted, right? So similarly, that is what is seen here. You cannot trust them to protect you. You don't have that Shakti to protect you. The Lord has that Shakti. Jnanam Shakti. These are what is shown by the Shankha Chakra. Shankha Chakra referred to the Jnanam Shakti. Thiruppavai Pasuram Vaitalanjalandra Kayyum Kavittamuriyum Mugamum Mudavalum Masana Patmattile Arindana Tiruvadigalama Inirkenale Namak Tanjam. That is what we must depend on. I have given this Umukshupadi Slokam quite few times. It's a very good, beautiful shloka. Shankha Chakra Gadapane Jnanam Shakti. Prapti Purti. He has to have a relation between us. We are the cows that he is herding. Govinda. He's the one that is always herding us. If it's the person that is herding the cows that has to take care of the cows, he is the one that is going to take care of them. It is that relationship that he has with us. Govinda Pundarikaksha Rakshamam Sharanagatam. He has the Purti. It is seen that he also has the Purti is what you see here. Govinda Pundarikaksha Rakshamam Sharanagatam. So hence he is going to protect us. Jnanam Shakti Prapti Purti. So Andal says this exact same thing. This Pasuram we will get into. Today Andal is picking up the 9th girl. Ungal Purekkade Totchattuvaviyul Shangarnir Vai Niganda Ambal Vai Kumbinagan Shangal Pudikurevan Paltavar Tangal Tirukkoyil Shangadaman Ponandar Yangalai Munnum Thiruppavai Vai Pesum Nangai Erendirai Nanadai Navudayai Sangoda Chakaram Yendum Tadakkayan Pangaya Kannani Padi Yellow Empavai Sangoda Chakaram Yendum Tadakkayan. He has the Sanka and Chakra in his two hands, is what Andal says. That is what Sanka Chakra Gadapane Dwaraka Nilayachyuta. He has these weapons. Why? They denote the fact that he has the ability to protect us. That is what the Sanka and Chakra and all of these things denote. It is asked a question. You see that there's a Antaryami Perumal, there's the Lord inside of all of us. Is he sitting inside of each and every single one of us with the Sanka and Chakra? If he's everywhere, is he sitting everywhere with the Sanka and Chakra? You can take it as the Sanka and Chakra being metaphors. When Hiranyakashipu broke open the pillar, Did the Lord come out in his Sankha Chakra Gada Pane Dwaraka Nilaya Achyuta? That's not the version he came as. He came as, however, Prahlada needed to be protected at that time. He had those Jnanam Shakti. There was no compromisation for that. He had all of the qualities needed to be protected. But it is not in the literal sense that he has this Jnanam, that he has the Sankha Chakra Gada Pane. He has those ability to protect us. He had the power to protect them. He had the relationship with Prahlada. He saw him as his own son. He had the Purti. He did not need any protection. So of course he was able to protect him. Jnanam, Shakti, Prapti, Purti. All four of these qualities Narasimha had. So that means he's sitting everywhere with these four qualities. That does not necessarily mean he has these physical objects with him at all times. Those physical objects are only merely metaphors for our own sake. Jnanam, Shakti, Prapti, Purti is what is important to note. Ungal Purekkade Tot Chattuva Viyul. So Andal comes to this girl's door and she's saying, we are coming to wake you up. She does not leave it only at the door. She goes within her backyard. She comes into her house and she goes to the backyard and she sees all these flowers. Ungal Purekkade Tot Chattuva Viyul. We come to your backyard and we're seeing all the flowers, the flower garden you have in the back. Look, Ungal Purekkade Tot Chattuva Viyul. Look, the water is flowing and there's flowers that are inside of the water. It is beautifully shown here. This, we all know of flowers that blossom when the sun shows up. When the sun shows up, some flowers blossom up. But this Ambalvai Kumbinagan, this flower that Andal refers to here, is a flower that is seen in Srirangam especially. When the sun is down, it will blossom. When the sun goes up, it will close back up again. It does not depend on the sun. When the sun is up, it will close. When the sun is down, it will open up. The question is asked, why is there such a flower when usually the flowers, they open up when the sun comes up and they close when the sun goes down? The Lord will look into each and every single one of our necessities and adjust and make sure that accordingly we are taken care of. So as yesterday I gave that the cow is not able to drink the milk. Not yesterday, a couple of days ago, I gave the idea that the cow cannot have the grass, and so hence the baby cow cannot have the grass, so hence it's given milk. Similarly, that flower cannot have the light, and so hence the Lord has made such an arrangement for it to survive based on whatever its necessities are. The Lord does not give a blanket prescription as what I said. Some doctors, you go to them, they'll give you the same thing for indigestion, for back pain, for head pain, everything. Advil, that's it. They will say Tylenol for everything. That's not what the Lord does. He, based on each and every single different types of needs of the people, He gives the prescription accordingly. He takes care of us according to what we need. That is what is also seen in the Prahlada avatar. If he showed up with Sankha Chakra Gada Pane Dwaraka Nilaya Achyuta, that was not what did Hiranyakashipu said, I should not be killed by a god. So he showed up in a specific format where he was not killed by a god, he was not killed by a man, he was not killed by an animal, he was not killed by a weapon. If he had showed up with Sankha Chakra Gada Pane, I'm ready to kill you, he could have done that, yes. But he did not do that because he adjusts based on the needs. Based on our needs, he addresses whatever we need. Ungal Purekkade Totchatva Viyul Senganirvai Nigandam Balvai Kumbinagan. So even for this flower, he has made such an arrangement that it can close when the sunlight is gone. It can open up when the sunlight is gone, and it can close when the sunlight comes back. But look, Andal says, look, the flower is closed. Isn't it time for you to wake up? That means the sun is up. The flower is closed. Wake up. Ungal Purekkade Totchatva Viyul Senganirvai Nigandam Balvai Kumbinagan. Sengal Puri Kure Vanpal Tavar Tavar. So all these people are going to the temple. Tangal Tirukkoyil Changadavan Potanda. They are all going to open up the temples with the, she refers to the sannyasis. Those that are wearing the kavi or the orange color. They are going to the saffron. They are going to go open up the temple. You may ask, it says Sangadavan Potanda. They have the keys. You may ask, what sannyasis have keys? Usually sannyasis are not supposed to stay in a certain place for more than 3 days, it seems. It is well known that sannyasis have to always be traveling. They do not, so why are they the ones with the keys to the temple? If somebody is traveling every 3 days and they're gone after 3 days, how is the temple going to be opened up? Why does that sannyasi have a key then? That question is asked, and you see The answer in Tirumalai, if you go to Tirumala, Tirupati, the people that have the keys are none other than the Jiyar Swamis. Swami Ramanuja, when establishing the practices in Tirupati, he gave the keys to the temple in the hands of the Jiyars. They are the ones that take care of the temple. And so then you ask, are they not breaking the rule of the sannyasi must travel every 3 days? Those rules, as I said in my second day, all rules are breakable in the context of the Lord. What were the rules that we say? Neyunnum, palunnum, we have prasadam, not kale, nidadi. Lakshmana he did not do Sandhyavanam for 14 years. Mayyittadum. If the Lord wears for us, we'll be okay. If we get the prasadam of the Lord as flowers, we will wear it. We will break the rules that of what the ancestors did if it's in the name of if that's what the Lord wants. We will gossip about the Lord. So we saw how every single one of these rules is breakable. Similarly, this is an example of Vishesha Dharmam. You see the difference between Vishesha Dharmam and Samanya Dharmam. Vishesha Dharmam refers to the exceptional rules which is involved with the Lord. When you are looking into the context of the Lord, none of these things are applicable. So does that mean, only when it's the Lord you should not follow these rules? You see the story that I gave you in Kanchipuram. In Kanchipuram, there was two sides of Kanchipuram. One person, a beggar, he came and asked in one side of Kanchipuram, hey, can I have a food? I'm very hungry. To which the Swami that was inside said, I have to finish Thiruvayanam, I have to finish my puja krama, and then afterwards I'll give you food. The beggar said, I'm too hungry, I cannot wait this long. So then he went to the other side of Kanchipuram. And the other side of the Kanchipuram, there was people that had fully studied the Alvar scriptures, it seems. So what they say, he asked the same question, the person gave the same answer. I have to do the Thiruvayanam, so it will take some time, and then you can have food afterwards. He said, I'm really hungry, I can't do this. And so before the person could leave, the beggar could leave, he stopped him. He said, I don't need to do Thiruvayanam today. Come inside. You are my God for today. And so he closed up the Koil Arva. He did not do Thiruvayanam that day. And what did he do? He served him all the prasadams that he had made. He put it right on his leaf without even offering it to the Lord. Why? Vishesha Dharmam. Service. The purpose of these Thiruvayanam is only for the recognition that the Lord has given it to us. By serving it to other people, you are recognizing that He is the one that is also helping them. It is that recognition, that thought process is the point of Thiruvayanam, but not necessarily the actual action of taking water and putting it from one cup to another. That is not what the purpose of Thiruvayanam is. And so hence, that is what Vishesha Dharmam is seen here with the Yatis of Tirumalai as well. They do not follow those rules because there's more important things to do, such as holding on to the keys of the Lord and being in the continuous service of Thiruvengapuram. உங்கள் புரைக்கடை தோற்றத்துவாவியுள் செங்கல் நீர்வாய் நிகழ்ந்தாம்பல் வாய் கூம்பினகான் செங்கல் பொடிக்கூடே வெண்பல் தவத்தவர் தங்கள் திருக்கோயில் செங்கடுவான் போத்தந்தால். They're going to go open up their doors. எங்களை முன்னும் எழுப்புவான் வாய் பேசும். Now we get to this girl. Before that, I want to say the story of Princess and the Frog. I told you that today we are going to talk about Tiana. Tiana was known to be a very quite independent woman. She was able to do a lot of the things on her own. She was very full in herself, and she was able to manage herself pretty well. However, she gets caught up in a bit of a struggle, and then the frog says that if you kiss me, I'll turn into a prince. And then she kissed the frog, and then suddenly she also turned into a frog. It's not that he did not turn into the princess, she also turned into a frog. And then afterwards they go on a bit of a journey, and through that journey what happens? She tries to wake him up. She shows him the different things of life, how life is, and she helps teach him how he should go about with life in certain things. But in that process, he's not the only one that learns as well. She also realizes some more important, deeper aspects of life. She also gets enlightened through her engagement with this frog. So she also benefits from that. This is what this girl did. She thought that she can wake up the other people, but in reality, she's the one that is sleeping. We need to come wake her up. She promised us, promised us what? Yangalai munnam yeruppavan vai pesum. You came and said, I will come and wake you guys up tomorrow morning. I will wake you up, don't worry. Yesterday, my brother said that he will wake me up for today's Upanyasam. But what did he do? He ended up falling asleep and I had to wake up. He said that he will come and wake me up he said he will set an alarm and wake me up. And I had to be the one that ended up waking up and waking myself. And so that did not happen, right? And so you see that this girl also saying, I will come and wake you up before. She is fast asleep. She cannot wake up anybody. Yangalai munnam yeruppuvan vai pesum nangai. You think you are so great. You think you are nangai. You are so skilled, you think you can come and wake us up. You are wanted to come and wake us up. Yirindirai, nana, dai, na, do you not have any shame? Do you not think that like, and you are now, even when we are calling upon you, you are still sleeping? You are not even coming up? Are you not like shamed of yourself? And then, so she says, Yirindirai, nana, dai, na, budayai. Why are you continuously coming and yelling at me? This girl says from inside. Yes, I told you that I would come and wake you up. Does that mean that you have to come and yell at me and mock me that I'm not waking you up? Na dai, na budaya. So they have a little bit of an argument there. Na budaya. She says, no, I just want to hear you come and speak. I want to hear you. Now budaya is anger. Are you also have to join us? We are not going to, just because you promised to wake us up and then you did not fulfill your promise doesn't mean that I should not bring you to join us. You should also join us. That is important. Na dai, na budaya. You see another story in the first pramanam that I gave. Sankachakra Gadapane Dwaraka Nilayachyuta Govinda Pundarikaksha. Pundarikaksha. Here's a beautiful story. There's two stories. Let's start off with the story from Sri Parasara Bhattar's life. Parasara Bhattar was a little baby, less than the age of Srijit. At that time, Sri Parasara Bhattar is playing in the streets, and a person called Sarvagnya Bhattar comes to Srirangam. Sarvagnya means he who knows everything. His name was Sarvagnya Bhattar. I know everything is this person's name. And so he came, the person who knows it all. He comes to Srirangam and he says, I am here to debate Swami Ramanuja and defeat him. So he says, I know everything. I'm going to come and debate Ramanuja and defeat him. And so then he comes and asks his child that is playing in the streets, where is Ramanuja's house? Where is Ramanuja's mata? Where is he? I'm going to go debate him and win him over. The Sarvagnya Bhattar asks. Parasara Bhattar looks up and down at him. He's coming on this elephant. He has coming with such pomp and show. Who are you? Okay. He says, you think you are so great, you think you know everything? First, answer my question and then you can go. I'll tell you where Ramanuja's house is. He says, oh, okay, whatever, some kid is asking me, what is this nonsense? And so then he asks the kid, what are you asking me? What do you want to know? Parasara Bhattar takes a handful of sand and asks, how much sand is in my hand? Sarvagnya Bhattar doesn't know what to say. How many molecules of sand is in his hand? What can I say? I don't know the measurement of this kid's hand. How do I do this? Do I take it? I can measure it in a little cup or something. He's thinking, like, how can I? He's like, I can't measure that. That's not measurable, right? That's not. You cannot say that exactly. The kid said, can't you say a handful of dirt? Can't you say it's a handful of sand? You're not even able to say that, and you think you're Sarvagnya Bhattar. Sarvagnya Bhattar realizes at that time, oh my god, I did not know a single thing. If this kid itself in Srirangam is like that, think about how Ramanuja is like, how much greatness he must have. And so this Sarvagnya Bhattar thought that he is going to come and wake up some Ramanuja. He thought he was going to come and wake him up. He had the knowledge. He did not have any knowledge. He had to be waken up. Similarly, Tiana thought that she had the knowledge. She had to be waken up. This girl, she's sleeping, oversleeping. She thought that she can come and wake other people up. She had to be waken up. Similarly, you see another story of Yadava Prakasha. Yadava Prakasha is Swami Ramanuja's guru. Originally, he's first Ramanuja's guru, and then afterwards Ramanuja goes and does Samashayam under Periyanambi and learns the meanings of the Alvar's tradition under him, and thereby Ramanuja changes he fully becomes a part of this tradition. Before that, he was studying under Yadava Prakasha to understand the texts of the Brahma Sutras, but Yadava Prakasha was giving very wrong meanings. Ramanuja was not able to handle them. One time, Ramanuja is in class. He's massaging Swami Yadava Prakasha when Yadava Prakasha is giving class. And at that time, Yadava Prakasha gives the meaning of Kapyasam Pundarikam Eva Makshini. Tataha Kapyasam Pundarikam Eva Makshini is a shloka from the Chandogya Upanishad. It is a vakya from the Chandogya Upanishad from Samaveda. And so for this, he is giving the explanation, Yadava Prakasha. To which he says, Kapi Ayasam, Pundarikam Eva Makshini, Pundarikam Eva Makshini refers to the eyes of the Lord are like Kapyasam. What is Kapyasam? Kapyasam, he says, is the Kapi refers to the monkey. Ayasam means the behind of the monkey. He says it is red, swollen red like the eyes of the monkey. To which Ramanuja hears this. He's not able to control himself and he starts crying. And Yadava Prakasha feels tears dropping on his back and he says, why are you crying? Did I say anything wrong? It's not that Yadava Prakasha is just saying whatever comes to his mind. A previous commentator had actually written this in the Vyakhyana, and it is still said by a lot of people that this is the commentary. However, this was not happy by Ramanuja. Ramanuja was not happy with this. So he comes and he says, this is not a good fit for this. Kapyasam can also refer to the lotus. Lotus is also known as Kapyasam. When you are thinking of Kapiyayasam, why can't you say Kapyasam is also the lotus, that which gets the water and gets the energy from the sun, that which blossoms? That is what the lotus is. That is what the Kapyasam means. Why don't you say that? To which Yadav Prakasha gets confused. Yeah, you can say it's swollen, it's red, like the color of the lotus. Yeah, he is in a little bit of a dilemma. Yadav Prakasha thought that he was going to wake up Ramanuja, but in reality, who woke up Yadava Prakasha? Ramanuja was the one that told him, Pundarikam eva makshini, Kapyasam Pundarikam eva makshini actually refers to Pundarikaksha. Sanka Chakra Gadapane, Dwaraka Nilayachyuta. Govinda Pundarikaksha. He has the eyes like the lotus like eyes. What does that mean? His eyes are swollen red like the lotus. What does that mean? It does not mean that just his eyes are red. They are filled with kripa. They are always blossoming with kripa. Whatever he is looking at us with his love and care. And so that is what is shown in this pasuram as well. Pundarikam eva makshini. He is looking upon you with kripa and unlimited kripa. It is not that at one point he is looking at you with kripa and then he is stopping to do that. Arva refers to him as continuously. Mugil Vannan. It is continuous kripa. Kapyasam Pundarikam eva makshini. That is what is seen here. He also had to be woken up. Sandoga Talaivane Tamare Kanna. Arva says the same thing. Tamare Kannan. Tamare Kannan refers to he who has lotus like eyes. Tamare Kanna Ando Adigirka Arulai Undarule. Sangada Chakram. So Nanga Yerindirai Nanada Navudayai. In reality, we are going to have to come wake you up. Why did the Lord keep it that she had to oversleep and this person had to be the one that actually woke her up? Was it not the plan that she would come and wake up the others? But in reality, Andal had to come wake her up because he's the one that is deciding everything. Sangada Chakkaram Yendum Tadakkayan. He decides what happens. He's protecting each person according to what their needs are. It had to be that she had to be waken up so that Ahankara Mamakara, when she was thinking that I was going to go wake up another person, she had that Ahankara that I am going to be able to wake up another person. The Lord had to destroy that Ahankara. So he made her fall asleep and he made another person come and wake her up. He's going to give our prescription according to our needs. That's what is said here. Sangada Chakkaram Yendum Tadakkain. He has the control. He is controlling who wakes up, who sleeps. And he's doing that for our good only. With our good in mind only. He is ensuring that everything that needs to happen for us is happening. He has the jnanam and shakti to ensure that everything for good only will happen, even if we oversleep and somebody else needs to wake us up. That is what you see in this pasuram. Sangada Chakram Yendum Tadakkayan. Pangaya Kannane Pari. Let us sing upon this Lord. Let us join. Let's think about him. That Pangaya Kannane. Again, Andal refers to that. Tamare Kannan. Pangaya Kannane refers to that. Tamare Kanna. Ando Odiyerka Arulai Undavule. That Pundarikakshan. Kapyasam Pundarikam eva makshini. He has that Tamare Vatta Kangal. He has that lotus like eyes, denoting his kripa for us. Let us think about that kripa and go about our life. With that, this pasuram, Andal wakes up the ninth girl, one that promised to wake her up beforehand, but she forgot to wake up herself, and she needed to be waken up. In every one of us, there's something that needs to be woken up. We may think that we have it fully, that we may be able to wake up others. I may think that I'm able to give these upanyasams and wake up other people, but in reality, each and every single day, each and every single person is able to give me so much of knowledge and teach me that I am really the one that needs to be woken up by. Through this opportunity, I am also able to wake up. So let's not think that I am going to wake up somebody else. Let's think that the Lord is going to wake up all of us. That is the reality. He is the one that is waking up every single one of us. That Tamare Kannan, just like his eyes are blossoming, so will our jnanam in our hearts will also blossom just like the flower. With that, Andal concludes this pasuram with the ninth girl. One more girl left over for her to wake up tomorrow. Ungal Purekare Totatavavil, Sengal Nearby Niganda, Balvai Kumirakan, Sengal Purikurevan Paltavatavar, Tangal Tirakoil, Sengalaman Pondandar, Yangale Mundam Thiruppavai Pasuram, Nangai Yerindira Nana Daina Budayai, Sangura Sakram Yendum Tarakayan, Pangaya Kanane Pade, and Pavai. With this, tomorrow, Andal wakes up the last card, Merida from Brave. If you have not watched it already, please go and watch it. Adiya Namaste.